Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Enewtabie here, and today we're going to take a look at some of the things we've already kind of known about, but actual packaging shots of G.I. Joe Classified and some reveals of things didn't know anything about. So it's pretty cool. Some of the stuff they've been showing at Toy Fair, just in general, among, there's been, I don't know necessarily Marvel Legends has been that cool, but the Star Wars stuff, very interested in that. G.I. Joe, I mean, other different brands. And not just Hasbro. So pretty cool what's been announced and shown up there. But if you're watching this, please think about subscribing to the channel, like, share, all that good stuff. Think about becoming a member. That goes to help the channel. But we're going to start off right here with we've already seen Red Dog and Taurus. And yeah, I mean, we've kind of seen this, but you see it in the packaging now. The main complaint against this is Taurus is way too small, right? But we'll see. I mean, it didn't look that bad, some of the pictures I saw. But it's good to have all three. Definitely excited for that. So we'll see how that ends up turning out. But the packaging is kind of what you expected. Still using the same standard packaging. They've been using for a while. I think we're on packaging change number 5 total, I think, since the beginning of the line. So, yeah, I'm fine with it. Next up, I'm going to see the box packaging Overkill. This is known quantity. Got a different face. I don't remember seeing this before, but the mask comes off and you can see almost like a human face underneath. So cool. You get the different accessories and the huge large weapon. Glad this is not like a deluxe packaging. It's just standard packaging here. So that's cool. Like that. Yeah. So well, and I feel like we talked about this not too long ago. I think the last video I did was maybe a week ago where we were showing the render reveals and you already got like packaging and stuff. So I think pre-orders are coming up this week for a lot of this stuff. Don't quote me, but I want to say 17th or 19th on that. And then we've got packaging shot. We might have already seen this on the Cobra Royal Guard. These guys look large too, though. So I'm not sure what body they're based on, but they come with a bunch of different heads and accessories. I like the way these look. I'll get at least 2 of these. I like Cobra and everything they've done with that kind of subline. So definitely excited to take a look at that. Next up, we've got Airtight, and kind of confirming what we were all hoping. We've got his receding hairline head underneath. Kind of figured that was the case, but you'd never know these days. Just see all his accessories. This figure is pretty much a spot on release for the original 3.75 inch toy. This looks, if you're a fan of that line and you like your classified kind of looking like that in a general way, you got a winner here. Not a big fan of the Airtight, never had that figure, but yeah, they did a good job with this guy here. And then just another straight up packaging shot right there. Just calling him Airtight, no name, just Airtight on that. I think that looks fine. Next up, we've got the packaging for Hydro Viper. Like I said, I've seen all this. I think this figure looks good. I'll probably get 2 of these. These kind of like your troop builders, your Hydro Vipers. This is way past my collecting when I was younger, so don't know too much about Hydro Viper, but apparently it's a really wanted figure, so it's what I'm hearing. But I think it looks fine. I think it's cool. And then you just kind of see some of the accessories. I think we saw this before. I don't remember. Well, don't remember that knife. Almost looks like a lightning bolt. But yeah, the air tanks look great with the little oxygen tank on the bottom. He's got a lot of holsters going on that leg. And you get a manta ray. Next up, you get the packaging shot for Zartan, Ninja Force Zartan, which unfortunately sounds like it might be going exclusive. I think it was Target. Not a fan of exclusives at all. I've said this over years. They have gotten much better. I know when they did Cobra in the beginning, man, you could not find certain figures. And then, you could find 100 Major Bloods. But hopefully this won't be too much of a problem. I'd say the last several exclusives through Target, Walmart have not been that bad trying to find. So hopefully this will not be the case. And then you can see Zartan's daughter with the swamp skier. You know, I'll get this mainly for Swamp Scare. You know, I don't have any connection to the figure at all, but Swamp Scare is awesome. Sounds like this might be a Pulse Amazon exclusive. A lot of reuse of weapons, but the vehicle is fine. I like that. You know, that could be, you know, slap Zartan on there and you're good to go. But the figure does come with some cool things like the helmet and that mask. So I think that's interesting. Next up, I got the back of the packaging just so you can see what it's like. That's number 194. And then we've got some of the newer stuff. So this looks to be a Walmart exclusive, the Night Creeper DIREC. So you get like green arms, kind of the mask from Crystal Ball, some of the same weapons and accessories, and you get like the Night Creeper standard head. Looks like the painting on the body is a little different. But yeah, this is probably going to be a Walmart exclusive just because it seems like all the DIREC stuff has been. Probably just get one of these. I don't know, maybe two, but won't do that many of it. I think it's fine. Kind of a surprise. I didn't, you know, but they seem to be diving into the DIREC a little bit. Kind of didn't think they were doing that, but they may be doing that a little bit more than we anticipated. And there's some of the accessories and stuff like that. You can see the sword blades are in the green. The knife blades are in the green. No clue if this glows in the dark or not. I think so far we kind of determined it doesn't. But this is number 202. I haven't paid attention to what number 200 is. So let's see if we come across that. And then next up, the figure that a lot of people, including myself, thought was like a version of Wild Bill is actually Alejandro Balam Sundown, Luna Mendoza. No idea who this character is, but apparently it's a new character. But I do like kind of the Western look, the poncho, the 6-shooters, tomahawk, knife, hat. This is fine. This is really kind of different for Joe, I guess. Doesn't look like, you know, what we've seen from the line, but I think it's all right. You know, the poncho looks actually really good, and the figure itself, the head sculpt on him looks really good too. So I'll probably pick this up. You can see some accessories just a little bit closer. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of something else. I don't know what it is, maybe from a different line or something like that. Not sure if this fits in well with Joe, but I will pick one up. And then what is really different and wasn't expecting anything like this all is Professor Rottclaw and Cobra Diagnosis. Or don't know how you say that, but you get, you know, a small dinosaur and a Cobra professor, which is crazy. But they do a great job with animals. I mean, they have done a really good job on all the animals they release. So I have no doubts this will be cool. Yeah, this gets a little crazy. But maybe Cobra has been experimenting with DNA and able to do the whole Jurassic Park thing and bring dinosaurs back. So you can see the shot here, what you get like the harness, and that harness right there, I think this is number 196. That harness is, they kind of showed a clip of this later last year, trying to guess what it was. And it's like the harness for the dinosaur. So, hey, this is different enough. I like this. A little weird. Reminds me of like Scorpion and that whole thing. So, yeah, I'll pick this up. Strange enough, you know. And then finally, I don't have any box shots. Just got a couple of their action shots. And you get a Special Forces Legacy Soldier. Coolest thing about this is you get an RPG. Bunch of reuse of weapons here, it looks like, and different things like that. It's kind of what Legacy's known for. They reuse weapons. I've seen Dusty's. You get a kind of Ghost from Call of Duty face. A lot of reuse of weapons. That kind of FAMAS looking weapon, the Dusty's, is kind of played its course. But man, RPG, love RPG. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a modernized take, but I think that looks fine. I'll definitely pick up one of these. I've got at least one or two of all the Legacy. And they're just kind of generic troop builders you can have in the background. They work if you're doing a kind of scene or something like that. But there we go, Toy Fair. Would have liked to see some more stuff related to the Arctic and snow. Maybe we'll see that later in the year. related to the Snowcat. We've got a few things coming with troops and things like that, but I was hoping we would see some of that. But hey, maybe closer to Yojo June and all that stuff, and we'll see what the next HasLab is all about there. So that's it for Toy Fair. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know in the comments below. A lot of this you've seen renders, but you've seen actual packaging shots, and they had all this stuff, on display. A lot of people were doing videos. I watched Adventures in Collecting, Pixel Dan. They were actually there, like doing interviews. Check them out. They talking to Lenny and stuff like that, and just showing the figures up close. I would tell you the Zartan, Ninja Force Zartan looks great. The colors on that pop, that's a great looking figure. So I'm excited about that one. And in general, let me know below in the comments, out of all what you've seen here today, what are you most excited for and what are you going to pass on? And we'll talk to you down the road. Thanks for watching.